Well, oh god. I'm not going to really keep a straight face in this video at all. And hopefully you'll see why. Hopefully, oh god. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. I can't, I'm just giggling just thinking about it. Oh god, right, where to begin? Yes. A day ago, precisely according to my YouTube comments, the director / producer of Dying to Have Known found my movie review. Steve Kroshel, or I think that's how you pronounce his name, I really don't care, but we're calling him Steve anyway. So Steve found my movie review of Dying to Have Known, and this is what he had to say about it. Well, I'm the director / producer of Dying to Have Known, and found this person's movie review as entertaining and as fascinating as heck. Besides the fact he has a few misconceptions in his summation of the film. Like what, Steve? If you're gonna say that, then at least say what those are. Don't just hand wave it away. Concluding that the movie is a waste of time, and it is a waste of time. I'm sorry, Steve. I am transfixed by his hubris and certainty. Therefore, ooh, I asked this refined gentleman to review one of my latest movies you can find on YouTube, Grounded. Oh. Again, about human health dealing with pneumonia, of how eating or grounding changes human physiology and relieves inflammation. I also made a sequel to Grounded, or The Grounded 2. If you've ever seen the episode of South Park, if you've ever seen the episode of South Park called The Grounded, where Butters thinks he's turned into a vampire. I know this guy has a son, and all I can see is now is him just somewhere in the Arctic wilderness just going. Oh, but it gets worse than that. It gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. And we'll get to that once we're through this. Okay, yeah. Where are we? Yeah, The Grounded 2. Called Heal for Free. But I bet the DVD won't be free. Point of interest, the guy who invented the polio vaccine didn't make a single cent off his treatment, and yet I bet all these people supposedly healing for free have multi-million-pound or dollar websites where they make quite a pretty penny off selling their grounding techniques and books and courses and supplements and whatever else they'll be selling. Here we are. Heal for Free, which will be distributed worldwide in 2015. So please, I am all ears as to what this movie critic has to say. Did I hit a nerve there, Steve? I must have, because as you rightly say, there are misconceptions, but you don't care to mention what these misconceptions would be. We'll come to that after this as well. Carry on. Congratulations on your self-assuredness on filmmaking and human health. Warmly, Steve Kroshel, Kroshel Films. Right, okay, let's go through some of the things that I originally said in that video. One, being the main point is that you do not provide any shred of evidence that the Gerson therapy works. And in the beginning of the film, you actually talk to some scientists and doctors who actually tell you the Gerson therapy does not work because X, Y, and Z, and even state pretty much questions, you know, and bring up basically follow-up questions that you should have asked to the people at the Gerson Institute. But you never asked those questions. In fact, I'm willing to bet that they brought up more questions and concerns that ended up on the cutting room floor that you didn't want to put in because they were inconvenient to your film. But anyway, heal for free. And more interesting, what is Grounded? Or the Grounded 2? So, I dug up the official trailer for Heal for free. So we're going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. Well, I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to describe for you what is happening on the screen. Because, and then, if you want to join me in this, what can only be described as the most rib-tickling event of 2015 so far, I'll leave a link to the trailer down below, but good God. If you can make it through with a straight face, this is going to be hilarious. And I tell you now, Steve, challenge accepted. I am going to sit and I'm going to watch The Grounded. And oh my God, I will do a movie review of it, gladly. Because if The Grounded, if this is a sequel, or just a trailer to the sequel, then good God, what are you going to be doing in The Grounded? Because this trailer is hilarious. Right, it begins. House of Film.
The moon and every force of nature gifts the surface of the earth with energy. Mankind has had a sense of this all the way back to the Stone Age.
Okay. That's some deep woo-woo, that.
I live in the Alaskan wilderness and recently learned of this powerful energy myself.
Did someone pay you to take part in this, or was this just a follow-up because you couldn't do any more films on the Gerson therapy?
He has made one of the most significant discoveries of all time.
One man rediscovered this secret that was to change my hometown forever.
The most significant discovery of all time, and yet I guarantee this hasn't been... There isn't a paper being released, there hasn't been peer-reviewed by actual scientists, and I'm betting that, you know, there just hasn't been an actual study done. But we'll see.
A grounding rod and a wire is all it took.
A grounding rod and a wire. Good God.
To personally test whether this was too good to be true.
Yes, yes it is. Rule of thumb, if it ever sounds too good to be true, it is.
They call it earthing or grounding. Scientific testing occurs all over the world, and what happens to our blood cells is just the beginning.
It's just uncanny how fast people heal. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
To help them be heart healthy.
One of the most sensitive indicators of changes in the Earth's field environment is the human heart.
And all good signs that it's reproducible. In this instance of a diabetic patient.
Penicillin was a revolution in medicine. This is a revolution in healthcare that transcends.
This revolution transcends penicillin. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my... You would not believe how ridiculous... Right. Penicillin has had thousands upon thousands of scientific testing done to show how effective it is and how much it works. And yet you're claiming this revolution is that important. I'm sorry. This is, again, the biggest piece of woo-woo I have ever heard. And we'll be getting more into this later on.
Penicillin.
The Earth knew what the patients needed.
Right, and this one gets me. You just heard that woman. The Earth knew what the patient needed. So what if that patient needs a new heart, liver transplant, or it's a genetic disease, or something that the modern medicine has cures for. What if it's a virus? And yet, what I can only describe is absolutely ridiculous. They've got a person literally in the sand, buried up to their neck, with the tide behind them. I sure hope they managed to get out in time. And this woman just feeding them, like, I think it looked like a tomato or something, and I'm just like... You know what the sad thing is? The person in that sand would have paid through the nose for that experience.
Such a simple and so profound and powerful concept. And it's right there beneath our feet. If there is a message at all about earthing, it really is about our connection with nature, with the planet, with the universe.
Scientists can now see forms of this energy in the laboratory.
Scientists can now see forms of energy in the laboratory, and he just shows an oscillator, right? And then you've got a woman on this screen going, this is going to get into spiral patterning, isn't it? Oh my god! Go watch Mortimer 51, I think it is, right? And go watch his video on spirit science, where he talks about circular patterns, and how, like, the guy running spirit science is like, look at these circular patterns, look at what they mean. And then, what do they mean? They mean nothing.
Visionaries, and for one Apollo astronaut, he was determined to learn more when he showed up at my doorstep.
Is this a wire that's connecting them?
Yeah, it's a wire and then there's a mesh. And it becomes really distinct over time.
In fact, some experts say the majority of us are now caught up in some kind of health crisis.
Some
that is
experts
linked
say.
to environmental factors, whether we realize it or not.
As above, so below is from the spiritual aspect, and I'm going to say God, and that's it. Whatever everybody else may think that may be, or it's all personal.
So grounding is all spiritual healing then, and yeah, it's not going to work.
That's healing, and that is nature.
Step Sinatra defines his previous life as one where
Christ.
the bottom line was all that mattered. He worked as a Wall Street trader, but he eventually also traded in his health inadvertently. But perhaps his illness ultimately became his greatest gift.
You've got a guy literally working out with rocks in front of the, I can't remember what they call it now, the mountain in Australia. Oh, they've got a... They've got what I call the Lion King shot of a guy on top of the mountain going, ah! I've been grounded! Oh my god. And that's the trailer for Free for Heal. Free for Heal. Sorry, Heal for Free. Oh my god. Oh my god. And you want me to watch Grounded? You're seriously telling me you want to watch Grounded? Okay, Stephen, challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.